my shirt.
Cotton-headed ninny muggins. I like it.
Eh,
I like it.
Figured I'd get
Yeah.
in the spirit for
Yes. Yeah. Christmas
spirit of
cryptids or
Christmas.
Yule Lads Part 2. Since we've since discovered there's a lot more than the ones, at least over the course of history. There's a lot more.
Right.
But we can fill in a little bit of background information too that we kind of learned. So apparently, and we did talk about this on our Christmas Cryptids episode, which has been posted. We posted about a week ago or so now. So check that out for part 1 of this. But the Yule Lads, Icelandic, were pretty creepy. We talked about that.
Yeah.
But they started out way creepier than what they apparently are now. Now they're apparently these lovable little, tykes that just drop off presents on 13 consecutive days leading up till Christmas. Things like leaving a shoe outside of a window for a gift or something. But that's certainly not how we discuss them. And then, as we've learned, there's quite a bit more to these things in folklore, if you will.
This is true.
But yeah.
So apparently there used to be much more, and something we learned today too. Apparently it was originally thought that it was homeless people that were breaking into people's homes when it got cold, and that's why they were stealing sausages and licking bowls and drinking out of goats' udder or sheep's udders. But we've learned quite a bit more about these guys, and the Icelandic government actually made a law saying that parents couldn't use Yule Lad stories to scare their children anymore because they didn't want a bunch of mentally scarred people in
they
their
were
country.
kind of ahead of the curve in that, really, like, hey, look, we don't want to have these mentally disturbed youth growing up because this is just crazy. Which, if you really do follow the history of this thing, it's pretty nutty. But anyhow, we did uncover a bunch of names, and some of these are good. Now, the funny thing is, there's not a whole lot of information really readily available. So this was kind of culled from a screen grab in a video. There's just, you can research all day long about these extra Yule Lads. Chances are they might be buried in some archival records of poetry or whatever that's many, many, many years old, and likely in Icelandic. Not easily read, but go for it.
Let's give credit to the guy. His name is John Solo, JONSOLO on YouTube. Posted a very humorous video about the Yule Lads and went through the whole history with Grilla and the dad, who I can't remember his name, and the Yule Cat, and then gave us this wonderful list.
Yeah. So we don't know much about these. We're just going to kind of have some fun with this because these are great. So you want to take a few here and just we'll make our conjectures about these things.
All right. So let's go with the original 4 where he actually kind of went and explained them. I'm gonna go, obviously, I guess the first one that I'm gonna go with is shit licker. And so homeboy goes around and licks cow shit.
Yeah. He's not the lucky one. He's not, the spoon licker, bowl licker.
Yeah, there wasn't much left to lick by the time he got there. So
yeah. And then you got small balls.
Yeah, small balls. And we don't know what he does.
No, but
I mean,
you can kind of guess.
Yeah, if everybody knows him by the name Small Balls, it kind of indicates that maybe he was I don't know, not a great guy, not a great lad.
No.
All right, so the next one is Lung Splatter, and his lungs were bloody because they were outside his body, and he was using them to beat bad children with. So imagine you're just walking down the street, you throw a rock at a squirrel, and then all of a sudden, smack, you get bloody lungs upside the head. That's
Yeah.
what lung splatter would do.
This that one reminded me of the episode of The Simpsons where the fog turned everyone inside out.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, good old lung splatter. And then the first one he discussed before we break into this nice list that he put together is hem tosser, or he more affectionately called this one upskirter. So I guess this would be the first pervert one we really came across, although doorway sniffer still seems kind of perverted as well.
And window peeper.
Window peeper. I forgot about window peeper. That's right. Window peeper's definitely perverted, but yeah.
I mean, hem tosser, small balls, window peeper, the one that sucks goats or sheep.
Yeah.
Or, they're all a little.
Yeah.
And we haven't. So now we say this before we actually take a deep dive into this list, because I haven't really. I looked at it just vaguely, like real quick. So there could be some on this list that are going to put these guys to shame, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, we have no idea. No, this is a fun list, and some of these are kind of mundane and maybe not too comical, but there's some that are good.
Yeah. So all right, we want to just start from the top and go down.
Yeah, so we just roll through them. Some of these are not going to get a whole lot of time because there's not a whole lot to them. So,
all right, so we'll start with the first one on the list, Pan Shadow. So Pan Shadow, is this like Peter Pan's shadow? Is that what this is? Or is this they hide in the shadow of a pan and then you go to reach for it and they move the pan?
I think that's more likely, particularly the fact that they seem to be going after like scraps of food off of every possible eating utensil and object. So I really think this is like maybe the people that work for spoon liquor and bowl liquor. They just hide in the shadow of the pans.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, you're up.
Yeah, Little Dragon. I don't have much on this one. I mean,
dragging these nuts across your face.
Exactly, it's probably what it is. Because sometimes I don't know. Icelandic culture to me just doesn't lend itself to the little dragon. I just it would be definitely not any. It's not in line with the rest of these guys.
Yeah.
Other than what you just said, so
right. Ugly face.
Yeah, now this is more in line.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume he's fucking fugly and runs around and like scares people because he's so fucking ugly.
Yeah. I mean, but he just torments children.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
It's like me when I skate.
That's what you tell your kids. You know what? If you don't behave, there's going to be a really ugly guy that just creeps you out.
Ooh, what if he's the one that makes your face stick that way when you make funny faces?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
I'll bet you that's what he does.
Gets a little weirder though, because the next one is Not Loosener, which this one I just think is almost where is he trying to do something to cause chaos? Like, hey, I have a nice knot tied on my shoes. This guy comes and undoes it, so I trip and fall. There's a knot for my horse that's tied up, and now I'm going to let him loose and let him go because I'm a jerk, because that's what I do. I go around as loose and knots.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's on point. I think he's just a jerk, and he just likes to go around and like they say, some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Some men just want to watch the knot untie.
And that I think that would have been a great line in Home Alone. Instead of "Look what you did, you little jerk," would have been "Look what you did, you little knot loosener."
Yeah.
I think it works.
Unless he's talking about somebody that's like, no, we're not going to go there. Never mind. This is a Christmas episode. All right. So, yeah, I think you know where I was going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Lamp Shadow.
So what do you think on this one?
Again, like the same as Pan Shadow. So, Lamp Shadow, I guess, hides in the shadows of lamps.
Kind of like Pan Shadow?
And then, but I wonder if he maybe he blows the lamps out because
Oh
this is the
yeah.
1700s we're talking. So maybe he blows the lamps out because it ain't electric. It's not the
True. So it's like oil burning lamps.
right.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
maybe he hides in the shadow of the lamp and then puts them out.
Yeah. All right. I dig that one. This next one, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. It's just named Crevice. I don't.
He
You
hides in
take that for
crevices.
you take that for what it is. I don't even know.
He hides in crevices, causes yeast infections.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't even know where to begin with that one.
Well, that's all right. At least you can pronounce that one.
Yeah, I don't even know what this next one
Tiefel?
is.
Tiefel? I don't
Tifel,
know.
Tiffel. I don't know. Let's
You
see
know
if
what his is? He makes it really hard for you to pronounce his name.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. He's like, hey, here's my name. And then people are like, I don't even know how to say that. He's like,
I
haha, I got you, bitch.
I just try to type that in I just put in that word that is there, Tiffel, Tifill, in Iceland,
Mm-hmm.
and all I got for the first Google search link was beware of full tank option on gas pumps.
So he came back from the future to tell people beware the autofill section or autofill selection on gas tanks, and it just made them confused because they didn't know what that meant.
You know what? I think that's probably about as best as we're gonna get out of that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, is it Bale, like Christian Bale?
Yeah. So that's exactly what it is. So I know what he did. He just went around to people and went, "Where are the drugs, Joker?" That's all he did the entire time.
Yeah, that's got to be it. So then you have Yielder.
Yeah, Yielder. He makes people yield.
I mean, like I said, a couple of these are just really. We might as well just go through the next one. It's just red.
Red. Yeah.
I mean, so Yielder might be the caution guy, and
and then red stops, and red also threatens to put a boot in your ass.
there you go. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Now this next one you got to do because it's fantastic.
So cat stealer. So obviously he just goes around. He's like, "Hey, yo, you got a cat? Guess what? Now it's coming with me."
Yep.
And then he takes your cat, and then he probably does horrible things to it, but he takes it. I wonder if each of the Yule Lads has a Yule cat, and that's how they got him was cat stealing.
Ooh. I think that either happened or we're adding to the Icelandic mythic lore here.
Or maybe that's how Yule Cat keeps its powers is Cat Stealer just goes and steals a bunch of cats and they feed them to Yule Cat. And then Yule Cat gains their powers. And then becomes stronger and stronger over the years.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like that a lot.
See? The next one I think is a wrestler, isn't he?
Oh, close. So,
Stoneface Austin Steve?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think he popped up in a TNA one year.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think about Stoneface? What does Stoneface do?
Okay, either one of two things. One is like Medusa-like powers. You look at him, you turn into stone. Although now we're getting a little crazy because these things just like to lick bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that much of a power.
No.
Otherwise, I think it's just maybe another ugly guy who looks like a rock. And
looks like the Rock?
No, not the Rock. It looks like a rock.
All right.
Yeah.
So creek drainer.
Yeah, I think we can figure out what that one does.
Yeah,
he's just kind of a jerk again. He just drains the creek and causes chaos. And
does he drink it though? Or does he just like make a hole and the whole creek goes in?
Knowing these things, this guy probably drinks it.
Well, then eventually he's gonna piss it back out, right?
True.
So does he only just make it disappear for like an hour and then he's got to just take a massive piss and comes back out, or does he like piss it out somewhere else?
That's a good point. Or maybe he does put a hole and redirects it somewhere else. I don't know. Seems kind of like a jerk too.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with some of these. They just seem like jerks.
The next one we have is Bale Yielder, which I guess would be like the cautionary Batman.
Yeah. So, well, it's funny because the list goes Bale and then Yielder, and then this part is just Bale Lee. Fucking, that's what it is. He makes it so you can't say his name.
See, there you go. There
It's
you
another
go.
one like Tiffel.
Tiffle. Yeah. This next one's not great. It's just Fox. So I got
He's a
nothing.
fox.
He's a fox.
What does the fox say?
Yeah,
Now we
exactly.
know where that song came
Oh
from.
crap! That's right, because those guys were Icelandic, weren't they?
Fuck. So that's what it is. Yeah. So they were singing about a Yule Lad, and we had no idea. They were trying to bring the Yule Lads back.
Oh man,
We would have been fucked if that would have happened. I don't
oh,
have any Yule Lad protection in my house.
I don't either.
See?
Oh, oh wait, no, we're good. They weren't from Iceland.
Okay, good. All
They're
right.
from Norway.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I had to look real quick. I had to make sure because I was like, I knew it was that part of the world, but
Well, maybe they were trying to summon the Yule Lads to Norway.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Nah, me either.
I don't like it one bit.
Especially with Little Log.
Yeah, Little Log.
Little Log. Is that like small balls?
It's got to be right. I mean, they gotta be like the team.
Yeah,
Small balls, Little Log,
small
or
balls.
they're one and the same.
Right. Well,
You know.
yeah, I don't know, man. But then we've got Higher Log.
So
He just that's Little Log is so upset that he's got a little log that the next day he just gets really high.
It could be.
And then he's like, I don't care, I got a tiny dick. I got high as fuck. Snoop gave me that good.
Or it's just growing out of his chest.
That too. Yeah, maybe he's just got a dick growing out of his chest. Maybe he's got a dick nose.
Yeah, see? I mean,
why is one of these called dick nose?
I mean, look, some of these drawings we've seen, they certainly look like it. I mean,
that's true. Doorway sniffer could probably be called dick nose.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Then you have the idiot and the idiot's child.
So that could be my favorite.
That's just great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even Yule Lads.
No.
That's just an idiot and their kid that started hanging out with the Yule Lads and said, oh yeah. I think you got my family.
Yeah, no, so far that's got to be my favorite, though. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there are some really.
There are some good ones, though. I don't know.
So, belt loosener.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of like not loosener, I guess, except he just goes after your belt.
Yeah.
Make your pants fall down. I mean,
make your pants fall down. Maybe that's who got my dad when we were in the airport.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Belt loosener can just. Yeah.
Just popped up. Just, boop.
Yep. I don't get.
Or does he make people horny?
That's possible too.
Because you loosen the belt.
Or he's the reason there's been a lot of lawsuits. Or public indecency. Yeah. This next one I don't get. Barn bundler.
Yeah, barn bundler. I don't know, man. Is that like back in the day? Did they have, instead of streaming services, they had barn services, and the more barns you rented at the same time and bundled together? Should he work for State Farm?
It could have been.
Is this Jake from State Farm?
It could have been.
Maybe Jake from State Farm is a Yule Lad.
Hey, I want to put it past him. I mean,
he seems like a mythological creature.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Right.
More lover. I mean,
I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole.
Snow pile.
Yeah, snow pile's pretty fun.
Kind of boring though, but I do like this next one. Trash heap.
All right, wait a second. We can go back to more lover. Because it's also a tract of open, uncultivated upland a heath. So we can go back to Moor Lover.
Yeah.
Necessarily having
No,
a
it's not really a
connotation.
whole lot to that one though. Kind of like Snow Pile. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, I like this random part of the countryside.
I like
Or
our huge tracts of land.
yeah, exactly. Or I'm just a giant pile of snow, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty much everywhere in Iceland
Oh,
because
wait,
that's the
hold on.
name of your country.
No. Remember, Iceland and Greenland are swapped.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But there's still giant chunks of ice and snow
Oh,
there.
yeah. But wait, so I'm gonna skip over this one so we can go to the next one after Snow Pile. So Snow Pile and then Snow Blower.
Yeah. So
I
they
think they're
definitely go
friends.
hand in hand. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Trash Keep.
Mm-hmm. Really trash heap. Kind of reminds me of like a Garbage Pail Kid.
Yeah, Trash Keep.
Because and you look at them, I think, I mean, look, they got a lot of Yule Lad like characteristics.
That's true. That's true. Trash Heap was the original Garbage Pail Kid,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or maybe that's Oscar the Grouch.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's
Or
why he's so grumpy.
maybe Madam Trash Heap. Do you remember Madam Trash Heap from the Fraggles?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
it's all fucking connected.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Um
this one I feel attacked. Cake
on
Stealer.
Cake Stealer. Yeah. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the next one, Pancake Stealer.
Yeah, with
So one
Pancake
steals cakes,
Stealer.
one steals pancakes. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. If Pancake Stealer was smart, he'd be stealing waffles instead. But
yeah,
but he's a Yule
but
Lad, so
yeah. Yeah. Um this next one is gross.
yeah.
Runny
Runny
nose.
nose. So speaking of runny nose, that reminds me of remember that one Garbage Pail Kid where she's just got the snot coming out of her face and it's like
Yeah.
across her fingers like webs. Like that's her.
I
So
think
yeah,
it's fair to say that some of that stuff could have been pulled from some weird thing those people read when they were creating those characters. I mean, there has to be
yeah,
some kind of, backstory to it, some kind of inspiration.
yeah,
You
no,
know,
absolutely.
a lot of stuff's always derivative of each other. It's really hard to come up with original ideas. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that could make,
We're doing our second episode in a row on fucking Yule Lads, so
yeah, exactly.
um Pot Stealer.
Yeah, which, now that's back to more normal Yule Lad stuff, the ones that are still there.
Yeah,
So,
this is just
he was redundant.
so Bottom Scraper.
Yeah, now this one, I don't know.
So this one,
I
I feel
don't
like this
know.
dude's just going up and he's grabbing asses. He's
Yeah.
playing grab ass. Um,
This guy could go one of either way. He's either scraping bottom of the pot or bottom of the barrel or whatever, or he's more like shit liquor. So either one.
Scraping at your crack, and
Either one.
that's all.
I think he's somewhere in
That's
between.
all right. Drink shocker.
All
What
right.
in the fuck is a drink
Yeah,
shocker?
we need to talk about this one.
Is he roofing people?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that.
All
And
right, let's see.
other than that,
Look it
the
up.
only other thing that makes sense is, I mean, shock like electricity, but then you're drinking, so it doesn't quite work. But I don't know.
So it's the only thing that's coming up, and it's not giving me what I wanted to see. Is it's all about shocking water,
Eh.
and so it's disinfecting.
Oh, like pools and
But
stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
and even drinking water, but it's not giving me anything about it's not giving me anything about actually shocking a drink. So I'm gonna say he's out there
yeah, he's drugging
roofing.
people. Yeah,
Yeah. So he's kind of a dick.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of drink shocker. All right. Smoke gulper.
I guess
So
he just likes to huff smoke.
I think this guy hangs out with higher log.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or he invented vaping.
Yeah, I could see a lot of people could be like this now.
Yeah.
You see him
I
every
think
day.
yeah, see him all the time.
Thor's game or soldier? I don't get this one. Do you get this one?
I don't get this one either.
I mean, I know Thor in mythology, and I know Thor
Yeah.
in obviously the Marvel universe, and I think we all know Thor different things. He once pitched for the Phillies. We have a lot of different definitions of Thor. I don't understand this one though. Thor's game or soldier. Is game another term for like a helper or a subservient person, or
Thor's game meaning what he's hunting?
Hunting. Oh, okay.
But at the same time, soldier. If he's
right,
Thor's soldier,
you'd think he was his assistant or his
right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, I'll tell you what. I have come across a very interesting topic regarding Thor that we'll need to talk about on a different episode. But I don't understand this one. The one after him is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, Stair Tripper. That just speaks for itself. I don't know that we have to really talk about that one.
Yeah. I mean, unless he's just sitting on the stairs tripping.
No, let's see, and then he could go right with higher log.
Right, and smoke
smoke opal and possibly drink shocker if that's
Yeah. Hallway peeper. This guy hangs out in the hallways and tries to see people naked.
I guess. I mean, he's kind of like window peeper.
Yeah, I don't think that he's going to see as much in a hallway as you would peeping in windows,
though. No.
It seems like window peeper's dumber brother.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna go peek out the hallway.
Yeah,
or just look down the halls.
Hey, look! I'm looking down the hallway.
Yeah,
seriously, who goes in our hallway naked?
This guy's hoping for it, but it just doesn't.
Look, and it's Iceland, so it's cold. You're not gonna be out in your hallway just letting it all hang out, man. It's just kind of silly.
He just doesn't get it.
Yeah, one day he will. One day he'll understand.
Yeah.
Icebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, like the mint or or is this straight up like, you know what? I'm busting through the ice. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's bad. Like, it'd be a bad thing, though.
Yeah, I don't see this bad because it's not like they used igloos.
Yeah, no.
If they used igloos, then that'd be one thing. But they don't use igloos, and it's not like they have like. I mean, I don't know. I don't see him as being a bad guy.
No, we have two more because there's a repeat on here.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Lamp Shadow's in there twice. So I don't know. But Trampoline Troll, which I guess is like, akin to your trolls under the bridge. Just stomps a lot. And we got one more on this list, which I do like this one.
Fat Gobbler. Fat Gobbler.
Yeah.
Is that me after I eat a gobbler from Wawa?
Could be.
He's got one of those names that's just perfect. It's like,
but that we just did roughly not quite 40 of these things, and over time, the different articles that we've read and looked at, they've said that there was at one time 82. I would think that there's likely more out there, but this is what has been uncovered,
right?
Through historical, research, whatever. And maybe one of these days we'll really dig in and find, the other 40 or 30 or whatever's left.
So 30 or 40 plus. Wait, how many did you say?
So we got about 30 left then, because we did 13. There's just under 40 on this list, so we got roughly 30
the other
left.
4 that are in the M-Tosser,
so maybe
balls and shit liquor.
Yeah, so maybe we're around 25.
Yeah.
Now,
who would you say is your favorite?
It's a toss-up. I do like the Idiot's Child. I like that one. I mean, it's just hard to beat. Fat Gobbler is a good one. Not Loosener, just because it's it just doesn't. Yeah, I just think it's crazy because it's like you have all these weird names and things, and a lot of these like that go after food, and then you have ones like that. that just makes no sense whatsoever.
And Fat Gobbler to me seems very much like Candle Stealer, because candles, like they said, candles back in the day used to be made out of fat.
Yeah.
So he's just stealing fat sticks to eat, and Fat Gobbler's just like, yeah, I don't give a shit if it's in a stick. I don't care how it is. If it's fat, I'm eating it.
Yeah. So what about you? You got any favorites of these, or the original ones that we've talked about?
Shit liquor, lung splatter. I'm kind
Kind of
of
partial to them.
partial to them. It's I'm a simple man, and it takes simple things to make me laugh.